once in darkness, but now you are light in the Lord. Walk as children of light, for the fruit of the Spirit is in all goodness, righteousness, and truth. Finding out what is acceptable to the Lord, and have no fellowship with the fruitful works of darkness, but rather expose them. For it is shameful to speak of those things which are done by them in secret. But all things that are exposed are...
No days off.
Yeah, ain't no days off when you out here saving souls. Can't take them. I don't want it off anyway. We out here. Yeah.
I preach that Matthew, Mark, Luke, John. Matthew, Mark, Luke, John. Matthew, Mark, Luke, John. I preach the gospel. I preach that Matthew, Mark, Luke, John. Matthew, Mark, Luke, John. Matthew, Mark, Luke, John. I preach the gospel. I teach the gospel. I preach that Matthew, Mark, Luke, John. Matthew, Mark, Luke, John. Matthew, Mark, Luke, John. I preach the gospel. I teach the gospel. I preach that
Matthew, Mark, Luke, John. I learned from the Gospels how to do my job. And yeah, you can find me at the foot of the cross. And you can be saved if you feel that you're lost. 3 days and he rose, death couldn't contain him. So to the living God is the way that I'm praying. No fruit on the fig tree that wither away. If you don't wanna follow God, he won't ask you to stay. John made the path straight, eating locusts and honey. Put nobody over Jesus, especially money. The wisdom of the world only makes you a dummy. And so I preach the gospel to a vet and a youngin'.
I preach that Matthew, Mark, Luke, John. Matthew, Mark, Luke, John. Matthew, Mark, Luke, John. I preach the gospel. I teach the gospel. I preach that Matthew, Mark.
Feeling good? You good? You got this, man. You're doing good. Alright, you just gotta keep moving your head, baby. Keep moving back and forth. Slip that right hand, come up with a right uppercut, man. It's there. It's open all day. Shoot your right hand. I want you to slip under and come up with a right uppercut. It's there. It's all day. It's open. Alright?
Mark, Luke, John. Matthew, Mark, Luke, John. Matthew, Mark, Luke, John. I preach the gospel. I teach the gospel.
I got blessed by the Most High. He pulled me out the gutter. No more walking on the prison yards with my brothers. Though I love my brothers, I can't be another victim to the streets, set up by an undercover. That ain't the reason why I changed my life. I finally realized why the Lord was crucified. He was sacrificed for you and I, and that's the reason I got baptized to get me right, and then dunked in that water at new life. So it's a new fight, new I, new life. Now watch the enemy run from that true light. No more being hostile, meet the true might preach.